Hey guys, it's CJ and welcome back to episode 12 of the 1 Defense series. Last episode we did a lot of grinding to get to 1750 total. We got 60 attack to wield dragon weapons and the mace. We did a lot of quests including Perilous Moons. And we got 70 Herblord to get all the Rex for Song of the Elves. And to start the video off with the bang, we got 90 mining. Hopefully by the next episode we'll have 92 to start Amethyst. Anyways, this episode I want to try out our new weapons, try out the 1750 worlds in the wildy, and try to do Song of the Elves. So with that being said, let's get into the video. This is One Death CJ. This account has one purpose, to complete a full board of the best in slot gear and weapons a 1 defense pure can achieve. This series follows the entire journey from early limitations to endgame power, shows every grind, every setback, and every breakthrough along the way. This is the road to a complete 1 defense pure. And we're going to be starting off with some Royal Titans to see if we can try to spoon an item early. After a couple kills, it doesn't seem like it. We've been wanting to do a small amount here and there as our gear gets better. And here's the last kill. For nothing, thank you for the KC. So I'm starting to go and plant these Belladonna seeds for Song of the Elves because I've never done the Phoenix method, and the whole point of this account is to do things I've never done. Plus I don't have the redemption and I know I'd be able to do it with the blood spells, so this is just going to be a little different. But I want to try to get about 40 to 50 nightshades before I go attempt Song of the Elves, and I'll explain how it works later on if you don't know. We're going to go try out melee at Hotspori now. It was a lot slower than magic, but we could have just had by at RNG as I didn't hit anything with the Halley. And we weren't rewarded for it. And we are starting off our 101th Slayer task. Let's see how far we can get this episode. Hopefully we can start getting all the boss tasks and revs. It's 2 PM on a Saturday and haven't seen anyone. 1750 worlds are the best. And that's both of the tasks done we had stored. Let's go try out our luck. Well, that's an easy cannon task we can just do real fast. And for our second, back to Greater Demons. But this is why I love doing Wildy Slayer. All the hard clues are getting stacked up. So I'll make up for all the clues this video. Sometimes I wish I did the Sinister Key grind to unlock the Stamina Potions and unlock the House Pool faster, but those 2 tasks are done. Let's go try again for those boss tasks. There we go, there's a better task. We can try out our mace at RDO now. Last time we tried RDO was in the 1500 worlds where we just got interrupted every 3 minutes and we couldn't get a kill. So I'm hoping with the mace we can start hitting and get the kill times in faster. Okay. This isn't looking promising at all. Oh wait, we hit? We hit again? The streak is over? And just kidding, I talked too soon. Alright, back with the second inventory of food. Just trying to get the first kill. There it is. Okay, if I'm honest, that was brutally painful, and I'm sorry I had to watch that. Okay, look, I had to get a second kill to make sure it just wasn't bad RNG, and it wasn't. I need to try the freeze range method, but like I said, I've never done any wildy bosses, so I had to try it. I don't know if there's a specific mage bonus you need to hit the freeze every time, but I'm sure my inventory is going to be changing a lot during the test. But I do know I'll be getting use out of my ruby bolts that I made for bingo now that it's over. Ah, that's right. I need to pray mage when that happens. Oh yeah. A lot faster kill time, especially when you hear the ree. Just need to learn the pattern when it gets unfrozen, I guess. And there is Callisto Adept for killing it 10 times. And there's the first ever super combats for the account. That's just one of many drops I want for this boss. The drops I'm looking to get are obviously the uniques, not that one, but mainly the hilt or the claws of the Callisto to upgrade the mace, the restores, ranging, and super combat potion drops. Material drops are always good for crafting, herb lore, and especially the seed drops. On top of that, with the Ring of Wealth Eye, there's a 1 in 50 chance of elites to drop, so if we get lucky, we can get enough doable clues to complete our first ever elite. There's Callisto Veteran for 20 kills. And there's some ranging potions I get to use now for trips. And here's kill number 50 coming in, and with this kill our task is complete. Nothing to show for other than combat achievements. Can we get a back-to-back boss task? Nope, that's a skip. For your greater demons? Great. Looks like I'll switch to my burst task real fast. We're kind of happy we got the teleport scroll now, so I can just do quick zombie tasks from now on. Honestly, if I don't get an elder task, I might just full send it on a 750 world, still being a low level. And we get Greater Demons. Now we have 2 Greater Demon tasks. It looks like we're going to be getting a lot of hard clues this video. Ooh, Hellhounds. More hard clues about to come in. And for our second, Oh yeah, let's get this Hellhound task done first. As for my Slayer points, I'm honestly saving them for the Imbued Heart grind or getting Rev tasked in the end after I finish the Voidwaker, but I'm not really sure just yet. There's 89 range. This video I want to try to get to 78 Slayer, that way if I want to take a break from Wildy Slayer, I can do other tasks. Oh man, now we have 2 Dust Devil tasks. Let's hope for a lot of superiors. Time has come to start making some molten glass. Not sure how long it's going to take to do 20,000 of them, but hopefully by the time this video is done, all we have left to do is blow glass.
Yeah, boy.
And right away, we get our first superior. Wow, what? Dust Battle Staff? I mean, I'll take it. What's the drop rate? 1 in 4,000? The superior gives us a Laren's key. I feel robbed. Another superior? For nothing. Shout out to BH Enjoyer for watching the whole series. And that's the first task done. And we get some parchments as well. First superior gives the second task. Very nice. For nothing. I'm telling you, man. Dust Devil superiors love me. But they don't love giving me drops. Another one. I'm telling you, Jellies hate me and Dust Devils make up for it, just not with the drops. But that's the second task done. Good EXP. Hopefully now we can try to get some skeletons or spider tasks now. Alright, Crystalia, give me those good tasks. Ooh, okay, there's a skeleton task. Go ahead and store that and try to get the spider task right now. Ah, not the dream this time. Another Hespori kill. Dude, this boss hates me. 75 Slayer. There's a spider task. Now we have the other 2 wildy bosses stored so we can get prepped for it. I have these hard clues I have to deal with first. I've been very unlucky with hard clues this video. Also, our cannonball stack is running low, so I have to get ready for another 10,000 steel bars, and 78 Slayer might not happen this video, unfortunately. I'm still slowly buying gold ore also, but I think I'll have to go for around 12,000, as I'll slowly get them anyways through bossing later, and I don't really have a smithing goal in mind. Alright, it's time to do some spindle. This is the inventory I'll be going with. Dragon Warhammer for spec, Shins to deal with the spiders, Gabe's necklace to corp, going to try out the mace here and hope it does better than Artio. Alright, let's see how this boss is. Already starting off by not having my Dragon Warhammer ready, perfect. And chin the spiders. And now I just see if we hit. Alright, yeah, a lot better than Artio already. But now my strength level is the problem, it seems. And he's probably going to be shooting the web, so I'd want to be towards the edge, right? Because I know that can be a problem. And plus there's someone outside right now. And he's gone. And I think these small spiders are actually draining my prayer hard. So I think that's one of my biggest concerns, is those small spiders chipping away at my prayer. That and me not doing a lot of damage to make this fight last longer. First kill coming in. I'll take some combat potions. Second kill coming in. Dude. The beam got me, that's actually sad. Here's Prifddinas Adept for killing it 10 times. Just like Artio, we want all the uniques other than Dragon 2H. Material drops, we really want to see red spider eggs and the Snapdragon drops. And it would be really good to see antidote drops as well for when we go to Zora later on. And of course, ranging and super combat potions are a good backup. And here's 20 KC for the Prifddinas Veteran. This is going to be taking a while, so I'm going to switch off to try Vetyon now. And I'll probably slowly chip away at this task later. Now, unlike the other 2 bosses, we are doing Vetyon and not Calvarion just because it's very easy. And it's one of the bosses I actually have done a few kills at. It's a lot safer than the other wildy bosses for sure, as you don't really get hit as much other than the dog face, so you can just hover over the logout button. But the downside is that it's heavily camped by PKers, but we'll just see who all comes down here in the 1750 worlds. First kill coming in. Dark Crabs, really? That kinda sucks. Oh wait, why is he still here? I've mainly been seeing 120 plus combat coming through and still happy about the total overworlds. Second kill coming in. Alright, dog crabs are great food, but I want to actually see something. Okay, there's our actual first good drop. Probably won't be using them, but it's still good to see. Video drops are a lot better, and of course we want to see the unique drops. We really want to see Wine of Zamorak and Mort Marfungus drops for Herblore, and all the herbs it drops as well. The drops here are super good for supplies. Cannonball, in fact, he drops 550 of them, which is massive. And if anything, we hope to see ranging potions, super combats, and transfuse along the way as a last resort. Speaking of cannonballs, that is so nice to see on the ground. Vetyon also has a lot of good alchables too, and that's also Vetyon Adept for killing it 10 times. Oh, the back-to-backer, love to see it, but unfortunately that's all I'll be able to do tonight. It's time to start something else. And by something else, I mean it's time to start Song of the Elves and spend 2 hours without stamina potions running around the library for no reason whatsoever. Also to see how many times I fail at the obstacles. Alright, first one is done with only 2 failed attempts. Now for the way back. Nice, first try. Alrighty then, time for the next obstacle, and already a fail. Dude, why did it lag so hard at the end? Can we first try it on the way back? Do it again with the lag at the end, what? With that, the library is finally finished and we can now get on to the fun part of the quest. First up is a simple fight against Arian, just dodge the orange arrows basically. And now for the barricade portion of the quest, and honestly after a minute I thought I'd be having a lot more trouble, but just using ice spells to get them all bundled together and using blood spells to heal, and then trying to target the rangers attacking the gate is making this actually easy. But there's always that one ranger you just can't seem to hit or find, and of course when you de-aggro one, they all try to go back to the gate and attack, so it's just a big circle. 5 seconds left. And the barricade is still nice and healthy. We got this in the bag. And after that, we have the boss man fight, which honestly is super easy, and it's just waiting for him to hit him with the stun attack to switch to prey range, and then back to melee for the whole fight. At least after this fight is going to be the big one. Saren herself waiting for me. But of course, we'll have to come back and re-gear. So here's the setup I'm going to try out. Like I said, I want to try out the Phoenix method. I have Dark Crabs as a hard food in case I need to heal a lot. Red Chins as it's a 3 tick and has a nice medium range attack for the long tiles. That way I'm not running into Saren going for the lightning strikes or whatever it is instead of darts. Now I never used Phoenix necklaces before, and I looked up the ratio I'll need for it to proc, and as right now it's between 16 to 30 HP is what I need to go for it to proc, and that's why I needed the Nightshades, because they do 15 damage to activate it. Rock Cake doesn't activate it, but I need the Rock Cake to lower my health if it's above 30. Other than that, I have the Iben Blast as you can't hit over 25, I think, so let's go ahead into the fight. Alright, so this is the special attack where she brings me in close. I equip the Phoenix necklace, wait for her to get into the air, and eat a Nightshade, right? What? Did it not proc? Am I missing something? So I looked back and I overhealed with the crab without knowing how much HP I had, and basically just made it so the Phoenix necklace didn't proc. So gotta learn from my mistakes and watch my HP more closely, and have Guthix rest this time so I don't overheal. Let's go ahead and give it a second attempt. Also, for those that are curious, Saren has 4 different special attacks. One is she teleports you close for her melee range, so you just have to run back a few tiles. The second is where she splits off into multiples of herself, and you just have to attack the light colored one, but the quest tells you which one anyways, so. And the third is the lightning bolts, where it heals her every few ticks, and this is why I like the red chance for this, is because it has nice ranged tiles to hit them all very quickly and don't have to move as much. And lastly, the fourth is the only one where I messed up earlier, where she brings you close to her, she jumps in the air, and this is when you're supposed to eat the Nightshade to proc the Phoenix necklace to ignore all the damage coming in. And now it's just repeating the special attacks again until we can finish this quest. Wait, am I not going to have enough Guthix rest for the rest of this fight? Unless I can just use the Phoenix necklace during one of her other special attacks, right? Is there a cooldown or something after I use it? Oh, it works! Now I just have to hope it works for the next phase. And if it does, then we can finish off this fight, no problem. Alright, here it comes. Eat the Nightshade, and it will work. That's awesome. Phoenix necklaces are actually goated. What the fuck? I love this. Let's finish this fight. Alright, one more hit. There it is. Let's go. It's just that easy. Second try at Saren is down, and now we can get to the gates of Prif. Here we go. Song of the Elves is completed. We have unlocked Prifddinas. We get 40k in agility, construction, farming, herbler, hunter, mining, smithing, and woodcutting. Also, it gets us to 250 quest points, getting us another block list unlocked. Finishing that gets us to 73 agility, 71 herbler, and we just need to do an hour of construction to get to 83, and we'll be done with that forever. Oh, I'm so happy that's over, and now we unlocked the best area for us. We get Zalcano, we get teak trees, we get red chins, we get the agility course, we get thieving, one of the best house portals, and of course the biggest thing, the Gauntlet. I'll probably do some of these in a bit to try it out, but I have to go off the PC for now. And with that, shout out to Phobius for the motivation to keep on going. Gonna go ahead and make Prif our home now so we don't have to keep charging the teleport crystal. There we go, that's 83 construction. Now we can have a maxed house whenever we want to go for it. Wait for it. There's 91 mining. Now I'm back at Motherlode Mine because I need to get the gem bag for the toggle method for crafting. And surprisingly enough, Jagex is releasing a gem sack tomorrow, so just because I want to, I'm gonna go for it since I'm already getting this. There's the 100 nuggets we need. Now we can go ahead and buy ourselves the gem bag and probably won't come back here again. You already know I'm dry at Hesperia and won't get anything. So for some reason, I never kept any cotton seeds when I was doing sailing, so we're back at large shipwrecks to get the 1 out of 500 seed drops. So I hope it doesn't take too long. Oh nice, only took 10 minutes. We can probably go plant these now. First we need to get the flax and make them into linen yarn, make the linen yarn into a bolt of linen, get some silk, then use a needle and thread to make the gem pouch. Now that we gotten the cotton seeds so fast, the hems didn't really have much time to grow, so I've just been waiting. And now we can harvest and basically do what we did with the flax. Make it into hemp yarn, make those into a bolt of canvas, and again use thread needle with silk to make the gem satchel. Now before we continue, we need to get the immaculate moleskin from the mole, so we're going to be building the fire down here so we don't need a light source and try our luck. And of course we forgot stuff. Built that, and now we can go ahead and start killing it. Just going to be using the hunter crossbow and cannon method. There's the first KC. Can we get any luck? No, but we got a CA for not letting the mole get any damage on me. And there's another CA for not letting the mole burrow more than 2 times. There's Giant Mole Novice killing the mole 10 times. And Giant Mole Champion killing the mole 25 times. There's Whack-A-Mole killing her 10 seconds after surfacing. Nice. One shot, and it goes across the map. This is why I hate the boss. Just goes after one shot and then goes across the map, killing my energy. Dude. And there's 50 KC, and that's the drop rate, so we are now dry. I can start complaining. Alright, that's 70 KC, I need a break. Also, in case you are wondering, I had my main in the background of the Folly Diaries done, so I can just know where the mole is at all times. I know you can also use thralls, but they're very slow. Yes, dude, finally. After 77 KC, we finally got the moleskin. This took way too long for my liking for this stupid boss. Now we can go get our cotton, make it into cotton yarn, get those into bolt of cotton. With the thread and needle and a silk, we can combine those to make the gem tote. And with the immaculate moleskin and the gem bag, we can combine with the tote and to make the gem sack, which is probably the pointless, but we have it now. And finally, we are done with all the molten glass. I never want to do this without lunars ever again. But when I go on vacation, I'll probably start getting into all of these. I think it's time to finish our skeleton to cast that Prifddinas now. It's kind of nice to see PKers try to come in and PK and just run out. There's been a lot of just running by. I don't know what it is though. I always think they're just gonna log into level 70 accounts and just bum rush me. See what I'm saying? It's just constant. I don't know if I'm just getting more confident or I'm just an idiot. Don't answer that because I know the real reason. Oh yeah, that's what we'd like to see. 100 Wine of Zamorak, we can now make ranging potions. Why are you laughing? Because you can't attack me or because I just look like a noob? Oh man, that is a good drop to get 20 Sanfew serums. We still aren't banking. Madman. And this should be the last kill of the task. Weird how the dogs count towards the task, but spiders that spindle don't. But Prifddinas Veteran is done for 20 KC, and I'll take some Wine of Zamorak. Thank you very much. Well, I forgot to record getting the task, but we got a lot of bears to do, so I can only hope for an item now. Oh. What is he doing in here? There's an Ellie and he's crashing? Oh, I'm dead. Well, guess I got distracted and it's this cave now. Guess it's time to do something else. And I decided to try going out to try to do our first ever elite casket. This elite is actually nice because it's been getting us to step 6 and I'm sure it's going to be the casket. There is our first ever elite casket on the account. Alright, I think it's time to get into the Gauntlet to give it a try. I've always done tier 1 setup, but I've been told to do tier 2 is the way to go for a 1 defense. And I haven't done a Gauntlet in about a year or so I'll be rusty. But hope I can warm up by doing a regular Gauntlet, and at least try to get into the Corrupted Gauntlet after. Going into the boss fight with 1 minute and 30 to spare, I think that's pretty good. Now we just gotta try to remember the mechanics for Gauntlet now. I know he basically switches every 4 attacks and changes prayers as well, and he can attack to disable your prayer and spawn tornadoes as well as the floor changing colors to do damage, and later in the fight he spawns more nados. I already feel me messing up. Oh god, wrong prayer. No time to get all panicky. There it is, regular Gauntlet is done. Now we have access to the Corrupted. I think that went pretty well other than the 1 prayer mishap. Let's go ahead and see the loot. Wow, that is just not good. But let's go ahead and try out the tier 2 prep in the Corrupted Gauntlet. I don't know if my strategy is good, but I open up a few rooms to see if there's any good supplies, and hope there's weaker monsters to kill for a weapon frame. Otherwise I just go for materials and go for tier 2, and for tier 2 I need 7 of each material, and 3 herbs, and then a lot of crystals. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this unicorn while it's right here. My strength is my weakness right now, but Righteous is praying for me, so we got this. I also dropped all the materials on the singing bowl, so I have more inventory space for the rest of it. Luckily, we have a dragon and a dark beast scouted, and the dragon will give us the upgraded staff, while this dark beast will give us the upgraded bow. And now it's time to fish and hope we get enough crystals for all the tier 2 armor and the tier 3 weapons. We still have 1 minute left, so I think all the prep will be perfect, and we just have to worry about the fight. Alright, here we go. Can we get the back-to-back Winky Sea Gauntlet completed? Wish me luck, gamers. There it is, dude. Oh, my hands are shaking, but it's so much easier than tier 1 prep, honestly, for what I remember anyways. And we get a CA and the Gauntlet Cape. I did get the Runelight plugin, so it'll display the loot. So let's see what we get from the loot. 1KC enhanced? No, but it is a lot better than regular by far. With that, let's go ahead and do other content in Prif. We are at Zalcano now in the Zalcano host CC with a couple of randoms, so 50% chance that they're bots. My money is on bots. The drops here are pretty good. Zalcano is really nice for it because he does drop a lot of smithing supplies and runes. So if we get enhanced weapon seed early, this might be just the play. Sit down. Please don't go through another cycle. Oh, thank God. I mean, look at this loot. If there was a decent 4 or 5 man and 1 cycling it, this would be massive, but I still need a D pick. Time to do a lap of the agility course, and we need a boost just to do it. And you do get 1 shard each lap too. And that's 1 lap done. Now into thieving. These elves have Well, guess you'll just have to wait till I have 85 thieving then. With that, we are cutting some teaks to go for 80 wood cutting, so we can have another AFK method once stars is all done, to slowly go for 90 wood cutting for zealot robes. No. Well, at least it's the first one, can't be too mad about it. There's kill 100 at Artio. Honestly, the D2H does look pretty sick. Let's go see what Pog thinks of it. So Pog, how do you like the D2H?
I'm going to kill you.
Fair enough. Dude, I'm so bad. Guess what? 80 farming, 1 level till we can boost for hard contracts. Well, it's that weird time again. Spent some time death palling at blood to get a few moons KC under my name. One of these days I'll ground out the blades and give it a real go, or at least with Wildy I'll get my strength up high enough for it too. I'm honestly just going to be doing Blood and Eclipse, not sure if that's the move, but rather not get a chance of going for Frost Moon. After Blood, I'll just get Hunter Supplies and kill Eclipse to finish off the run. Eclipse is probably the easiest to kill anyways. Just want to get the 5kc, let's hope for a spooned item. Nothing, 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 and nothing. And that's 5kc, getting us Perilous Moon's Novice. Time to go back to Artio. You know, I could go over there and troll them with the bear, but I'd just end up dying as much as I want to. I've died enough to this boss to learn my lesson. At least we get some entertainment fights while I do Artio. And that is the Slayer task done, nothing else to show for it. Was hoping the last minute item to clickbait the ending of the video, but oh well. Shout out to Henox for sailing me over to this island so I can build the boat to get the Prif, so I can get here whenever I want because I'm lazy and don't want to build my boat. He's a legend. Why do I try for this damn bucket? Last video, we did a giveaway of 10 bonds, so congrats to the 8 given away in the comments section. Here they are. Almost all of them have been paid, random, and spoofed. You are the only 2 that haven't claimed it or replied to the comments. You guys have till the 30th to claim them, otherwise I will reroll the bonds on that stream day. Again, thank you guys all so much for your support. It's been unreal lately. And with that, we ended up doing a mass Huey stream, and honestly, it went kind of crazy starting from the first kill. Holy, grats on the Tomb of Earth. That's the first kill of the stream. Can we get it back to back? Sue with the tome as well. Grats to the Venny. Wow, hard death with the tomb as well. Where's mine? Ooh, 85 magic. Nice. Hard death with another tome almost 2 kills later. Brother, what is your luck? So safe to say Huey went and spread some of the knowledge this stream. And of course the other 2 bond giveaway happened right after that with some hide and seek. Oh? Zirkin found the first spot, but was generous enough to give it away to any viewers in the stream, where Sue won. Congratulations again. The second, I sped things up a bit because all those clues in my inventory were screaming to be opened, so it was a race to the finish. Alright, this is the location. First one here wins it. Oh? It's the goat himself. Congrats on your bond, good sir. And here comes second place, just a little behind. Kick rocks. So we have 42 mediums, 13 hard, and 2 elites to open. I'm hoping we see either magic or ranger boots out of these mediums, just so we get something off of a board. But if we don't, at least I got enough mediums for the major scroll box case, so good luck to us. Oh my god! Oh my god, no way! We got Rangers. That's insane. This is my first time ever having Rangers on any of accounts off of a clue. That's a good item to get off of our list early. And to top off mediums, here is the major scroll case to hold up to 4 mediums clue now. Now onto the hards, can we double down on getting a Robin Hood hat? Well, that's not bad. We got some alks, but we have 2 elites left, but I know elites are notorious for being bad, so hopefully we can either get a mimic or the kilt. That blows. And that also blows. But doesn't matter, we got the Rangers, something to knock off my bucket list from when I was a kid. That's gonna do it for this episode. Honestly, the Rangers this episode made it worth it. Now I know this is a longer video than normal, mainly because a lot did happen and we did experience a lot of new bosses, but I'll be going on vacation for my birthday, so I wanted to leave a nice long video for you guys. It's not gonna be a long one, I'll be back around Monday, just in time to do a birthday stream on the 26th. I'll leave some details in the description if you want to stop on by. So I'm glad I got all this molten glass ready. I'll mainly be doing that while I'm away, alongside woodcutting. As next episode, I got a few ideas in mind since we are getting 80 woodcutting by then. But again, thank you for all your support, and of course, thank you to I'mDao for being a YouTube Gold member and furthering the support of the channel. It really means a lot to me, it makes me want to do better. So with that, remember to leave a like if you got this far, subscribe if you're new, and see you all next video.